I don't feel like it was nefarious. Like, I don't feel like he was trying to hurt me. I really genuinely felt like he was asking because he thought it was a possibility. And I think that's what got me fucked up the most, because I'm just like, I'm Phoenix Novell, and I'm a singer, songwriter, rapper, producer, entrepreneur.
No question, no lies, I'm a boss bitch. And a God, I'm a grind to my heart quits. Is she hungry for the money? Is she all in? Is she no slave? Is she gonna win? Big bands to the side, ain't no losses. Stack bands, no ties, except for my kid. Only thing that's on her mind is to be rich. And she no slave, and she gonna win. No sleep, no sleep.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Phoenix Novell, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Musicians on Gigs. This episode is called The Craziest Shit Customers and Fans Say. I have been a world traveling musician for 15 years now. But before I did that, I spent about two or 3 years back in my home state of Philly as a wedding band and corporate function singer. So I have had my fair share of being around drunk, excited, loose-lipped people. And sometimes you don't pay it any mind, because it's like, you know what, all right, they're drunk, they don't know me, so I probably shouldn't take whatever they say or do to heart. But sometimes it's hard not to. I gotta say, the worst thing a customer has ever said to me that really fucked me up was, I just got finished doing a long ass set and I was sweating my balls off. And I really felt like, I gave my all. I felt like I did a great job because I was focusing on my art, on my performance. And I got off stage and I remember a customer, I felt like he was chasing me down to talk to me or compliment me at least. He came up real close to my ear and was like, "Are you a dude?" When you talk about not expecting, I was like, am I being, in my mind, I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? Is this a setup? I'm thinking somebody in my band, playing a joke or something. This dude was so serious. He was so serious. And I was just like, oh my God. Every bit of confidence I had, every morsel of confidence I had drained out of me, because I saw that he was really trying to figure out if I had a penis between my legs. My heart was shattered. And I happen to also be somebody who's kind of, I got muscles, I got a six pack when I got if I have a half shirt on. So I'm athletically built. So my frame doesn't really help if a guy thinks that I look like a man. I don't have, I'm not like big bone where I got all this ass. So it's like, he must have really thought in that moment that I was just giving dude vibes, and my heart melted. I'm like, and I don't feel like it was nefarious. I don't feel like he was trying to hurt me. I really genuinely felt like he was asking because he thought it was a possibility. And I think that's what got me fucked up the most, because I'm just like, do I really look like a man on stage? And from that situation, I started to pad my pants. I would wear three pair of tights underneath my jeans or underneath my pants, just to make it look like I have more cushion than I do, because I was just hoping anything could help. Like, you can't change your face. You can't change your bone structure. Like, I can't change my muscles, but I can pad that shit. So I'm trying to wear like bras with fucking padding in them so that my tits sit up higher. And I was sweating like crazy on stage because I didn't care. Like, I never wanted people to think that I was a man again. And eventually I wound up finding one of those like Spanx, which is kind of like some women usually buy it to like keep everything in place if they're a little heavier or suck their stomach in. But they actually had some where there was padding in the ass. And I'm like, who? But I mean, I guess people who ain't got no ass at all probably just, they like it or whatever. So I bought it just so that my ass could just look. And I was walking around. Oh my God. I'm thinking back to that now. Like, what was I doing? I straight up was walking around with this fake ass that everybody knew, except for the people who didn't know me. But everybody in my band was just like, girl, you got the fake ass on today? It was the most ridiculous. I did that for a few years, and then eventually I just gave up. But that was probably the worst thing ever a customer said to me. Something else a customer said to me straight up was like, how much? How much for the night? Because a lot, and I knew he knew I wasn't no damn prostitute. Like, I knew he just seen my ass get off stage. But a lot of the places that I perform, hotels, nightclubs, internationally, they take care of us. We're good. We got nice housing. It ain't no question about it. But a lot of these establishments have working girls, where they come in there because they know that guys who got money are probably staying in the hotel, or if it's like a high-end bar or whatever, they know that they can find guys in there who are looking for a good time. And so sometimes customers just get so used to paying for this shit that in their head they think that everybody and everything is for sale. I found it funny because I'm just like, goddamn well that I am not no prostitute, but you want to test, because I'm sure some singers maybe in the past came along and was like, why not? Shit, you already used to paying for it, so why not? Extra for me because I'm on the stage. But that was some crazy shit to just flat out be asked how much for the night. No nervousness, no hesitation. It was like you could tell that was somebody who often pays for it. Another crazy thing that a customer did, was, it was probably I had probably been in Japan for about a month, I'd say, by this time. So the place I was working at, they had a lot of regulars. So by this time, a lot of them got to know me. They got to know my songs. They got familiar, comfortable. I'm pulling them up to dance. And I used to have these sequential, like sequin style kind of bras, where it looks like a damn bra, but it just got sequins, and you see like this, all this kind of stuff all over it. So it's fancy, but I would literally be walking around in a damn bra. So I mean, I get it, but then again, no, I don't get it. I'm singing and I'm over there, and they party and have a good time, drunk as hell. It's the vibe. All of a sudden, this dude is right behind me, just cupping, like his arms went underneath my arm, because I'm like this. So his arms went underneath mine and just cupped the shit out of my tits. And now mind you, I'm midway through the damn song. I'm not done. I can't just stop the fucking band. I'm just like, I turned around, and this particular place didn't have security. So it was basically, I was just expecting my band leader or my bandmates to kind of be like, yo, homie. And it was an older Japanese dude. But again, I mean, he was in the moment. So I don't think he was trying to like really, I think he just was going with the flow. Like, oh, she got fucking, like just, oh yeah. But immediately I went in defense mode because somebody's cupping my tits. And so I'm just kind of in my head, like, I can't believe what happened. And you know, my eyes say it all. And I'm kind of like, you know, what the fuck? Like, hey, you know, trying to still sing it through. I happened to look at my band leader, but I didn't realize that he didn't know what happened because, again, I'm facing the audience. My band's behind me. So I turned around and I'm thinking that they know. So I'm just like expecting somebody to come and rescue me and shit. But if you've ever been in Japan, like that's just not, they're not very aggressive people. Everybody's always, you know, bowing and nice and kind. They're very cool-headed people. Even the ones who was drinking, like there was no, it's not like in Morocco or in the Middle East where there's a lot of clubs and venues I worked at over there. They just ready to fucking rumble. Just real talk, no shade, but it's a different type of energy in Japan. And I was kind of left to fend for myself. And when nobody came to rescue me and I couldn't find anybody and nobody seemed to, I just assumed that everybody saw it. So I'm just like, you know, freaking out, mad that ain't nobody gonna tell them I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. So I wound up throwing my mic on the ground. I was fined. I was fined like 5,000 yen. I think probably more. But that happened at the end of my contract, okay? So they knew I couldn't do shit about it and I couldn't like not work, you know. So that was fucked up. But that is, I want to say those are the craziest things that I've ever encountered. There's been a lot of other shit, rude shit, stupid shit, goofy shit, but those 3 incidents definitely had me pondering my career choice. And I'm just like, I don't need this shit. I don't need nobody to ask me if I'm a dude. I don't need nobody to ask me how much. I don't need nobody cupping my tits. Like in my head, I'm just like, you know, but overall, to be doing this shit for as long as I've done it, I know a lot of artists who have much more horrific war stories than I do about life on the world stage. But that's a wrap for me, guys. Thanks again for tuning into another episode of Musicians on Gigs. Make sure to stay tuned, like and subscribe, shout me out, leave a message, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace out, guys.